Hi, first graders. Today we will begin researching our Unit 1 guiding question, which is what makes a bird a bird? We will be using this text, National Geographic Kids, Little Kids' First Big Book of Birds. Remember, our learning target for today is I can use text features to learn about what a bird is. So text features are parts of the text that help readers to understand the text better. So I am going to point out two text features to you in this informational text, and then you are going to work with your teacher to identify some text features on other pages of this text. So let's start at chapter 1. And remember, our question here that we are trying to answer is what makes a bird a bird? So when I get to this page, the first thing that I see is some big letters up at the top of the page that say feathers. This is what we call a heading. This is a text feature called a heading. A heading is a group of words at the top of a page of writing that tells you what the section is going to be about. So if the heading at the top of this page is feathers, I know that this section of text is going to be about feathers. And I see another heading on page 11. I'm going to circle it. It says beaks. So I know, based on this heading, that the information on this page is going to be about beaks. Headings are really important to me as a reader so that I can get ready for the section. I know what it's going to be about. So let's go ahead and read the text here. Let's start with feathers. All birds have feathers. Birds are animals. Other kinds of animals include mammals, insects, reptiles, amphibians, fish, and more. Let's take a look at what makes an animal a bird. No other kind of animal has feathers, so any animal with feathers is a bird. Bird feathers come in many shapes, sizes, and colors. They help birds fly, stay warm, and keep dry. Different kinds of birds have different kinds of feathers. The way the feathers work depends on what the bird needs them to do. So already here, I have learned one of the characteristics of all birds, one of the things that makes a bird, and it is feathers. Let's learn more about another characteristic of birds. So we can look at our heading here, and it says beaks. All birds have beaks. You can tell a lot about a bird, about what a bird eats by looking at its beak. Beaks are also called bills. Here are a few examples of the many kinds of beaks that birds have. You'll discover even more as you read through this book. So in addition to the headings on this page, I see another text feature. I see photographs, right? Got some photograph of bird beaks, got some photographs of feathers over here. Photographs are pictures that are taken with a camera. And these are really important to me as a reader of informational text, especially because sometimes I may be reading about something that I've never seen before in real life. So a photograph can really help me to better understand what the text is talking about. So with these photographs, I have some captions, I have some information underneath the photographs to tell me more about them. On this first one, I can see that a long, skinny beak helps the collared sunbird reach into flowers to sip nectar, a sweet juice inside. So I know that this is a collared sunbird with a long, skinny beak. The next photograph says a great spotted woodpecker that pecks wood to find insects has a strong, pointed beak. And we have a photograph of a bald eagle. Bald eagles have sharp hooked beaks that help rip pieces of meat from the animals they eat. And then finally, we have a black skimmer. A black skimmer uses its longer lower bill to skim food into its mouth as it flies just above the surface of water. So we have learned about two text features here. The first one is headings. And remember, headings are those groups of words at the top of a page of writing that tells you what the section is going to be about. And we also discussed photographs, which are pictures that are taken with a camera. So you are going to work with your teacher to identify some more headings and photographs throughout this informational text.